Hi there and welcome to Bustthenet. Today's show, we're going to deal with the training module. I'm going to try and cover it in 10 minutes and I'm going to skip some of the basic stuff. Like things like how to get five-star coaches. That's really easy. What attributes the coaches improve specifically. Now, that's all in the bigger guide and it's right at the start of the whole video. So you can go there and check it out. You can read the written guide because I've also put it in the written guide. Now, for this show, what we're going to do is we're going to focus specifically on setting up a training schedule. Um, and I'm going to break it down. So, essentially, you have a season, right? So, you've got, it depends on the league you're in, but you can have long seasons, you can short seasons. But I like to divide my seasons into three phases. Phase one is when I need tactical familiarity to go up in my team. So, I tend to have a different kind of training schedules for that period of time. Then when I go to phase two could be fixture congestion. I might be taking part in Europe. You have to adjust this for different leagues because you might end up fixture congestion towards the end and might not have any in the middle. But essentially during fixture congestion, I may lower the intensity for my players training. So if I go to a specific player, let's go to Andy Robertson. We go to his training and development. If I want to, reduce his intensity or just drop it down to half intensity. His training workload is light during that period of time. It's some one way of handling it. Now, the more important thing is once you get into the third phase. Now, by the time you get in the third phase, you might end up seeing something like this mentality. All the bars are filled up, means it's fluid. So you don't really need tactical familiarity anymore. You only need tactical familiarity if you have new players in your team. If you are retraining players and you've got a lot of players, move them around, you change the tactic, for example. So then tactical familiarity components are important. But once your team has been together for a really long period of time, you can get tactical familiarity up in 3 weeks. It's really quick. Look, it's only September and we're already like this with the tactic they've been using since last season. So understand what tactical familiarity actually implies, because when you go to the schedules, you go to any schedule, like here, for example, this is an example of a training schedule that could be used in phase one, right? So I've got one here for defending. Now, defending, if you want tactical familiarity, you want to hit mentality with PRE, position, role, duty, pressing, intensity, marking. For example, this is a defending tactical familiarity one I use in phase one. So it hits these areas of the tactical familiarity. You normally get them from the blue training sessions, the green ones and the purple ones. Not all the purple ones, some of the purple ones. Aerial defense and ground defense don't do this. I also put in like quickness and defensive corners. So you can create a schedule like this. This improves your tactical familiarity plus the attributes that go with it. So here, I wanted anticipation, composure, concentration, decisions of the ball, position, teamwork, and vision, because this is part and parcel of the way we play. So this is how you would go and set yours up. You have to decide for yourself, because people have asked me for my training schedules. I'm more than willing to hand them out, but you might find that they're not necessary for your team, because your team might already have good off the ball or good vision, good anticipation. So why would you want to work on those when you could be working on things that are better for your team? So there are different strokes of different teams. If you're a lower league team, maybe you want to emphasize more physical training. You want your team to be faster and fitter. You might also want to play more of a counter-attacking game. Then here, like in my schedules, I play with attacking patient. We place the ball on the ground. You might be more interested in attacking wings, because you want to drop in a lot of crosses. So these are things that you have to bear in mind. So all these give you tactical familiarity. Once I get into like phase 3, for example, right, I could go for something more like this. This is lower down the blue ones. I like to keep defending and physical. Physical is good because you want to maintain their physical attributes. You don't want them to degrade over time. But I start switching to more of these colors for defending, for example. So I've got more of these. Now for attacking, I might actually go for more of the purple ones, right? So these are, I don't even know, violet, purple. I don't know what the bloody colors are. So this, for example, some finishing, hitting, long shots, technique, anticipation, composure. So when your team gets more familiar, you can drop these blue ones, because you have to remember, the more blue ones you have, sometimes your workload can go up. Because if I were to convert all of these to blue ones, the training sessions are quite heavy, because you'll see like things like injury risk and condition go up. So you want to balance your training schedules. Like here I've got one which I use for possession, right? So this has got injury risk is really low because the intensity isn't very high. So I use this to offset my other schedule. So when you go to your training, what you'll discover is you go to your calendar for training, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I would recommend is do like maybe one attacking, one defending, one low intensity. You can stick it in between, like possession. Like mine is possession, so I try to, there's more like keeping ball exercises. And then you can do one attacking, possession, defending. Then you can do another attacking and defending, or you could just do one in 1 month. You could go like, okay, I'm going to 3 attacking, 1 possession, 1 defending. So one very good way of doing this is actually to go to your normal schedules, right? So here we have the normal schedules that the team is using. As you can see, you can leave it to your admin, and you can just go in there and make adjustments of your own if you wanted to. Now, the custom schedule, the schedules that come with the game, they're not that bad. You can go in there and you go to create schedule. So you have the training style. If you wanted an attack one for one match, there you go. You've got one for attack. And all you got to do is maybe you want to include match preparation for the coming match. So you just all you got to do is go in there, do like, okay, I want to do attacking movement. Maybe I'll do set pieces here. And this is not a bad session. A lot of the default sessions are actually damn bloody. So you should think about that as well. So when you set up your training sessions, think about basically what the attributes you need. So if you're a defensive team, you might want to do more positioning. If you think your team needs more positioning, you want to make it balanced. You don't want to sacrifice the development of one group of players for another group of players. So over the course of the season, you'll balance things out. But what you want to do is you want to know which attributes you're after. So these are pretty easy. Like here this is very simple. It's got attacking patient, attacking direct, attacking wings. What if I'm a counter attacking side? I may not want to play a ball on the ground so much. I might just go all 3 of them to be attacking wings, because attacking wings gives me crossing and finishing, which is maybe the only thing I want. Then you could have a quickness in there to improve the acceleration of your team. So this is one way of doing it. It's really easy. So you can leave it to the ass man, and he will take it. He will do it for you. So what about lower league sides? Lower league sides sometimes only have 2 schedules, right? So they only have 2 days where they can train. So when you have a lower league side, chances are you'll be picking more simpler routines, like physical. Then you might go outfield, right? Because this trains the whole team. Then you might go attacking. So it's okay for teams in the lower leagues to keep things really simple. Personally, I leave it to the S-man. I never bother. I've never once looked at training when I was with Stalybridge in the lower leagues. I hardly ever spent time there because it wasn't really important, because the players don't last long enough for you to train them and see them develop. But if here, this is what you want to do. Now, don't forget, there are other ways also to improve certain attributes. Mentoring is really important. You can what you want to do is you want to be efficient with mentoring. You don't want to just go in there and drop mentoring on everybody. Identify players in your team that have got high potential and low personalities. Like, personalities that you think, like, things like unambitious. That is definitely something you want to kick out. Here with this team, we actually had a player. This player, he joined the club. He was unambitious. We mentored him. In less than 3 months, he became fairly professional. And now you can see his determination is only 6. Right, so this determination attribute, if I leave him in the mentoring group, will go up, and then it will slowly start to go up, because I've seen another few of my players have mentoring go up as well. So the next time you want to look at training, just remember this simple thing. Okay, just look at your training. Think about the tactical familiarity at the start. Once your team is familiar with the tactics, you can start to go for more focused training sessions for your team. You can also leave it alone. You don't have to change it. Nobody says that you have to specifically do this. You can even play on the same set of training schedules for the whole season. Look, training is a bit idiot proof in the game. You can't really screw it up that badly. So don't worry about it. Just have fun, because it's just so hard to screw up training. You can try. You just go out there and try and mess your team up. You'll find out that it's not that easy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Quick Guides, and I hope I kept it under 10 minutes. If you have any questions, please look me up on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com, my website. Once again, I want to thank all my patrons for their continued support this channel. You make these shows possible for the rest of the community. You guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.